Shalom. As you can see, it's nighttime, so I'm in my car at night with the light on. This thing is so super bright. But it's the only way you're going to see me. Otherwise, I'm just going to be some darkness talking to you. But, so I was in here reflecting on some things, and there was something that Ruach HaKodesh had me say earlier on my Facebook page, and that was literally what I was reflecting on. And it was just talking about the same, some along the lines of the same things I've been talking about, or he's been having me talk about. And it was how he's seen, or I said seen, because listen, he's seen our ratchetness before we even were ratchet. And he still called us. He even sent his only begotten son to die for us, even though he already knew that we was ratchet. Because he's not looking for perfect vessels. He's looking for willing vessels. And the willing vessels that accept his call, he will perfect them. He tells us that many are called, but few are chosen. Few are chosen because it's only a few of us that are willing to completely hand our lives over to him. Completely meaning when you wake up in the morning, you ask him what you want him, you ask him what he wants you to do with your life that day. When someone blesses you, you ask him what he wants you to do with that blessing. When an opportunity arises in your life, you ask him how he wants you to respond. When persecution comes upon you, you consult him about it. That is completely. He is our master. Yahuah HaMashiach is our master. And we are his slave. Paul says, I'm a slave to Christ. Does a slave tell a master what they finna do? Or, take it a step even further, does a slave do anything without the permission of the master? No. Not one bit. Yahuah is the ultimate marketing strategist. So this is thing in marketing strategy. The more people you expose to a thing, whatever it is that you're marketing, the greater your chances. Sorry, I got to turn this car on and turn this air on because it's a little hot in here. The more people you expose to something, the more people you can get to indulge in it, and the more people you can get to actually accept it. Now, the numbers are going to gradually go down. So, for instance, I have been marketed by Aflac to be one of their sales consultants or whatever. It's really a door-to-door thing, but the way they market the job position sounds like something you want to do. So the goal is, let me make it sound good. So let's say 200 people will respond to the email that's sent out. They know that out of the 200 people that respond, probably about 50 people will actually want to show up to an interview. And out of the 50 people, maybe only 10, 15 people will actually accept it. But hey, that's 10 or 15 more people than they had. And the more people that they expose to this email, the greater the people that show up, the greater number of people that show up versus the greater number of people that actually accept what it is that they're offering. Yahuah is the ultimate marketing strategist because he called the entire world. And I'm talking about folks that wasn't even alive yet. You and me, we weren't alive when Yeshua got up on that cross. But he still called us then. He called us. He called us then. Okay? He called the entire world. But only a remnant is going to respond. We know this. This is word. This is Bible. This is his word. The ultimate marketing strategist. And one of the things that he was talking to me about was relationship. Why is it that only a remnant will respond? Only a remnant will respond, because majority of the people that he called does not have a real relationship with him. We go to church and we have what's called emotionalism. We want to be in corporate worship because the energy level is high, and it causes our emotions to send us in a place of euphoria, and we feed off of that. And because we haven't learned how to do relationship singular on our own with him, we feel the need to be around other believers. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being around other believers, but there is something wrong with only being able to be around other believers with the person that you claim you love. Because let's face it, what we were doing before wasn't church. What we were doing before was emotionalism and borderline narcissistic. Because narcissists are energy vampires. We were feeding off of each other. Feeding off of each other's energy. So Abba Yah said, okay, let's see who really means it. Not that he needed to see, because he already knew. He wanted to show us who really meant it. So he sat the world down. No more going to church and feeding off of each other's emotions and energy. Just me and you. Check this out. You're dating a person. Y'all have mutual friends. You hang around your mutual friends. You love your mutual friends. They're amazing. They're like your family, right? And y'all feed off of each other. Y'all enjoy each other's company. Everything is fine and dandy. But when you get married, during that honeymoon, most people, if they have a healthy relationship, gonna shut them phones off. Why? Because you want to spend all your time with your loved one, with your new spouse. Can I tell you something? There was a wedding that took place in 2020. Yahuah was spending time with his bride in 2020. All the ones crying out, the church is closed. We can't go to the church. And focused on all this other stuff that was going on in 2020, you missed it. You missed your time, your personal time. No distractions, just him. Some of y'all lost your jobs because he was calling you to him. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that you don't have another chance. I'm just speaking the reality of what's already happened. Now, the thing about it is, once you understand what's already happened, you can start making a decision in the present to not let it happen again, not at least in your life. He was spending time with his bride. Those who really wanted him. Those that can worship him in a congregation and in private. Those who said COVID-19 ain't finna stop my relationship with Abba Yah. Yep. You may have missed it, but you still have time. Because until we see Yeshua HaMashiach coming on the clouds, we still got time. You have time. And I feel like he allowed me to make this video to make you aware of the fact that you have time. And most times I try to include myself, but I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. When the pandemic hit, I was spending time. This does not apply to me. I was in his presence, spending time with him, chasing after him, all that other stuff. I'm saying y'all because there's somebody watching this that it's you. When it's me, I have no problem admitting it's me. This is not for me. This is not for me. Because I know where I was. I know who I was with. I know what I walked away from to be with him. It's not for me. Okay? And here's the thing. Not admitting that it's you, if it's you, to save face, getting mad at me for delivering the message that he sent me to deliver out of his grace, so that to let you know you still have time to make it in them doors, them gates. That ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. It ain't hurting me. I know where I stand with him. I know the relationship that I have with him. Many are called, but few are chosen. Are you chosen? Because in a relationship, it's not just one-sided, where this person is happy and this person is getting stuff and this person makes demands and no. The same way he's building our trust in him, we have to show him he can trust us. Now here's the thing. He knows all, so he knows whether he can trust us or not. But do you have any effort? Just because he knows whether he can trust us or not doesn't mean we don't have to be trustworthy. Oh, he knows what's in. Oh, y'all knows my heart. Stop saying that. He knows your heart. That's the reason why he sent his son. He knows my heart. That's the reason why he sent his son. Because our hearts are raggedy, ratchet, filthy. And even the most righteous person is filthy before him if they don't possess his ruach. If they haven't accepted the free gift that he gave us through his only begotten son, Yeshua HaMashiach. He wants righteousness, not ratchetness. He'll perfect us. He just wants you to be willing to allow him to. You might have missed it in 2020. It's 2021. It's a new day. It's the present. So listen, take this as a message of, hey, I was distracted, caught up in emotionalism, energy vampirism. But I get it. I got it. Let's go forward. He wastes nothing. He wastes no oil. I know this, I'm probably babbling at this point. It doesn't matter. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm super tired. But I will tell you this much. He loves us enough. He loves us enough to chasten us. If you are one of the ones that didn't get it, that didn't see it, that didn't do it in 2020, because you were distracted by the things of the world and what you didn't have anymore, understand, this is him disciplining. That's what chastening is, disciplining you so that you can get it. Because he wants us all to get it. He knows that we won't all get it, but he wants us all to get it. He wants you to get it. He wants me to get it. He wants us all to get it. That's how amazing our Abba is. Get it? I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe I'm delirious. I need to go to bed. But I love you. Most importantly, Abba Yah loves you. And I hope that whoever is watching this, that this applies to, that you get it. You really get it. Because he wants you. He wants you. In all your ratchetness, he wants you. Shalom Aleichem.